Well, now back to the race for the White House. Donald Trump says that he can beat Hillary Clinton on his own come November. Does he need to unite the party? If so, what does he need to do that to make it happen? Our political panel is here to weigh in for us this morning. Welcome, Fox News contributor and former spokesperson for President George W. Bush, Mercedes Schlapp, as well as President of Solidarity Strategies and Democratic strategist Chuck Rocha. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Good morning.
It's a big day, and it's a big week, though, for Donald Trump. He has a big meeting coming up on Thursday, meeting with Paul Ryan. What does he need to do to unite the GOP, and does he even need to do that? Mercedes?
Well, first of all, I think Donald Trump needs to realize that he might not be able to unite the party. I mean, there needs to be peace made with the Never Trump movement, which have made it very clear that they are never going to support Donald Trump. With that being said, here is an opportunity where he is meeting with the Speaker of the House, where with Paul Ryan, they're able to discuss the possibilities of where they can come together. I think Ryan is expecting Trump to say, hey, I'm going to stick to these conservative principles. I understand the angst that's surrounding the GOP base, because let me tell you, Trump can't do it alone. He has, yes, this enormous support out there from the GOP voters, but he needs to make sure that he's able to keep his base. And that includes the GOP establishment, and that includes the conservatives. And that group of voters right now and that leadership is not necessarily where Trump needs them to be at this point, and it's going to take a lot of courting from Trump's part.
Right, and he apparently is prepared to do that, Chuck. Not only is he meeting with the Speaker of the House, he's also meeting with the Senate Majority Leader, we have learned earlier in the day on Thursday. And Speaker Ryan now going back on his wording, saying that he did not say that he would never support him. He said he's not prepared to do that now. So does that is that an indication that maybe there's some wiggle room there?
Yeah, he's going to be their nominee. And you know who the one person is who brings Republicans together? It's not Donald Trump. It's Hillary Clinton. There's not very many Republicans that you know who are going to talk about voting for Hillary Clinton. So whether they automatically talk about bringing the party together or not, they're going to vote for him or they're not going to vote at all. And I think that he brings a lot more new people to the polls than those who say they just can't vote for him or never Trump, like Mercedes said. So I think that at the end of the day, they have a self-motivating factor out there, and that's on my side of the aisle, which will be Hillary or Bernie Sanders.
Well, let's talk a little bit more about that, and I'll stick with you, Chuck. Hillary, she's in trouble in coal country, but does it even matter? She is only 155 delegates short of that number that she needs. Bernie, 929. Is there any path for Bernie, or is he holding on to false hope when it comes, you know, to bowing out? He says he is in it till the very end.
Look, Bernie deserves to go all the way to the end. He has created an amazing movement here. In today's election day in West Virginia, I wore my West Virginia shirt because I want those coal miners to go vote, all those mountain mamas to GOTV, and they deserve an opportunity to have a choice. I'm a Democratic consultant. They've built this movement. He's raised an amazing amount of money from just regular people, and they should have an opportunity to let their voice be heard.
Yeah, Mercedes, $27, I think, as the chant goes for Bernie, the average donation to him. So what do you think about West Virginia for the Democrats?
Well, clearly, for Hillary, she made such a huge mistake with her comments about the coal miners, and she's been they're not in favor of the establishment. This is why Bernie's been able to made such strides in West Virginia. I think for Bernie, you know, again, it's Hillary to be the nominee at this point. I think it's going to be very difficult to Bernie break through. Why? Because you've got the superdelegates and you have the Democratic establishment in the way that are ensuring that Hillary Clinton will become the next Democratic nominee. Again, she's also 3 million votes ahead of Bernie Sanders. But I got to tell you, Bernie's movement is still very alive and well for the Democratic voters out there who are very disenfranchised with Hillary Clinton.
Well, you know what? In an interview, I think over the weekend, Bernie Sanders did not shut the door on possibly being the VP. So anything could happen, you know. Thank you both so much, and we'll see you back here in the second half hour. Thanks.
Thank you.